Does anybody want to bet how long it's going to be before Scary Harry Gary has to buy a single macadamia nut again? So this is the final product right here. Beautiful nuts. Look how big those nuts are. Have you ever seen nuts that big? There's some little ones too. Let's see if I can find a little cute one for you. Little ones are kind of cute. There's a little one right there. But I think that the big ones are going to be more popular. Just saying. Yeah, there's quite a bit more meat in the big ones there. So, oh, you want to see the finished product? There it is. These things are extremely hard to crack. I would recommend laying them in the sun for a while until you can hear, and I should have one ready, but I don't, like a really old one, they shrink when they dry out. And then they'll actually, you can hear them like inside the thing. You shake it. I can't hear this one because it's solid. Now, a nut like this, when you can't hear it when you shake it, that means it's adhering to the cell or the seed inner wall, which means then that it has quite a bit of moisture in it, like these guys, in which case you have to pop them loose off the wall. But they're still really good. I'll demonstrate right here. But they have a lot of moisture in them. So they're really good. But if you want the kind of macadamia nuts you're used to in the store, you either got to bake them in an oven, under the shell, or bake them in the sun. And let them dry out, and the meat will shrink on the inside. And then when you crack it, the whole nut will come out in one piece. Much easier. But you can see I wasn't able to accomplish on these. But they're still really good. And yeah, there's your macadamia nuts for free. I have an older video on my macadamia nut tree at home, and I was kind of harsh with my tree because two things. One, the squirrel has pretty much been taking my nuts forever, and I don't get any nuts. However, our dog Hugo passed away about 1.5 years ago, and then the whole ecosystem changed. Suddenly, there's no more squirrels. Why are there no more squirrels? Because there's a bunch of coyotes living in our backyard now. Why are there coyotes now? It's because Hugo is not out there barking at him, chasing him away. Look at that barrel. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. And so Hugo was holding the coyotes back. Now the coyotes are eating all the squirrels or scaring them away. They're also eating all the turkeys. There's no more turkeys in our yard, laying big poops everywhere. And also the turkeys eat the quail eggs. And now turkeys are non-native, quail are native. Now we have the quail have come back. And so huge ecosystem change. But now because the coyotes are there, I'm getting nuts off my macadamia nut tree, and all is good. They're not as big and wondrous as these guys here from my neighbor across the street in San Diego, but they're still really good. So I would recommend macadamia nuts in your yard, and we're probably going to maybe start selling those things soon. I would imagine I'm going to have a whole bunch of them sprouting in my garden in the mulch where I didn't collect them all. And there's your nuts right there. Okay, you'll get yourself some bonus footage. Remember I told you that I should have that loose nut ready? Guess what I just found? Like 3 nuts later after making that video. Hear it. Maybe you can make musical instruments out of that. Well, this is an old nut. The old nuts are better than the young nuts in this case because the old nuts have shrunk and they are now much crunchier when you eat them. And then also they are easier to extract from the shell once the shell has cracked.